I get this t crit? I should put a box for it. It's the only thing the calculator's not going to do
Yeah, listen, you
from the
got
table. Or if you use that inverse t bar. It's the only thing you're going to have to get from what? This. It's the only thing. I'm telling you. So you'll pull it out and you go, let me get my critical t value. It's based off the what? This came from what? That little level of significance which Gary is always given. But after that, you'll be nice and good to go because all you do is let the technology do the work. What's most important to us is that we can interpret things and understand what it means. If our p-value is really low, what are we going to do? Reject the hoe, right? We'll have evidence. We'll have evidence for it. All right, you ready to go to the cool button? This is the fun part. And when I say highly encourage, I highly encourage you to use this button. Couldn't have I messed up that mathematics there? You bet I easily could have messed up like a parentheses or something. This is going to keep us safe. So clear this out. Go to stat. Go to tests. We're not looking for confidence symbols anymore. We're looking for a test. What kind of test? Well, what letter is that? We're looking for t-test. It should come up soon. Tia, we're looking for for Tia. Everyone, Tia. We're looking for t-test. Tia, where's t-test?
number 2.
For Tia, there it is. T-test. There it is. We're just going to remember it because of Tia. Thanks. All right. And I think this is going to be straightforward. Now, data is if you went out, Gary went out and did a study with some of his colleagues and friends, and they did something, but we're just getting the stats out of the book, right?
Right.
We won't put that yellow number, it's okay. But we'll put all this somewhere. Let's go through it. All right. What's this first one? What's this mu thing?
98.6.
That's the status quo. That's given in the first sentence all the time, isn't it? You'll find that in the first sentence. What was the status quo? 98.6. All right? Now what's X bar? 98.2. You're rolling? What's this SX? All this is given in the problem. What was the sample size? We don't have to hit the degrees of freedom because the calculator will do it for us, right? Even though we could. Which one of these three tests is it? Is it a left-tailed test? Is it a right-tailed test? Or is it what they call a two-tailed test?
Left.
Which one is it? It's all based on what we saw earlier, right? So which one is it? We're looking there. It's a left-tailed test, right? Remember why we shaded on the left and all that? So when I'm going to go to this one, how do I make it highlight there? You go, wait, you got the wrong one. Okay, wait, I got to get to this one, right? I mean, Brittany, it's so important I hit this. This is very, very important, right on? I got to hit the right one. It was based off this. Remember the research started was lower than? All right. Boom, it locks. And when there's a calculate and draw, I don't like draw. They draw a bell, it's not nearly as pretty as ours. Trust me. I don't think it's nice as ours. I just do calculate. Seriously, I would tell you if I like draw, I don't like it. Our drawing's way better. Way better. We got the color code, right? Yellow and white. All right? Just like we thought. Everyone, please make a note. This is called, that's the p-value. How cool is that? It gives us the p-value. What else does it give us? It gives you what? That t, the sample test statistic. It gives everything we want. This is awesome. Gary.
So we did this. It gives us both of the approaches.
You bet. The most important numbers. Gary, it gives us the most important numbers. What was this? I go there and what is it? And then we plot it. And if it falls in your critical region, Sierra, we're going to reject the null hypothesis, right? And then it gives us the p-value. What was the p-value?
0.
So I do want to point out on that p is the p-value. Ooh, question.
So we're still going to be required to write, you want all 5?
Key portion is this? Yeah, I do want to point that out. So I'll hit this so everyone hears this. And when it's important, when we do a hypothesis test, it does involve writing, but we get this class, we get the next class, Tuesday, and then we get Thursday again to do this stuff, and you'll be well experienced. I know the first time it's kind of like what? You know, like when everyone says it was kind of like, whoa. Use it again, you'll be very good with this. So we'll always start out with the setup, then the requirements. We'll perform the classical approach. If you want, right after you perform the classical approach, you can state your conclusion because you'll know it. But we will also perform the p-value approach. Now later on, maybe I'll get to the point where I heard what some of you are saying. You're like, you know, after you've done it a couple times, there might be another problem where, like, on a test, I might go, okay, and this time, I don't need you to show me both approaches, right? Hey, so, but it is important we do all those portions. And we're gonna state the conclusion, and we'll interpret the p-value. Hey, one last thing. What if your p-value is low? What do? Reject the whole. Good. So, can't you just hit that button every time and look at the p-value? And if it's lower than this, you know the whole story? Do you follow me? You know the whole, you know the solution right away. That's what's important. So you can always look at that p-value and go, oh, is it higher or lower than this? It's going to tell me what I'm doing. If it's lower than this, we reject this. If it's higher, there's not evidence, right? Does that make sense? And do things in this world happen with like 13%, 20%? Yeah, so when things like that happen, we say the results are not statistically significant. Yeah. Yep. Shh. Everyone just real quick. There's one last thing I want to say. Real quick. In this world, do we get things that happen with like 25% chance? Absolutely. Like things that happen. There's a 25% chance that things happen. So if we got a p-value of 25%, it's higher than this, then we're just going, okay, those results are not statistically significant. You follow me? It's when that p-value is what? Some extremely low probability, and we're like, you must be messed up. Cool? Hey everyone, have a great weekend. Super job.